Welcome back, Flare community. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. Happy Thursday. We've got Bullish Merryweather in the house. We've got TRT. We've got Valiant Energy, aka John D. We've got Zifnab. We've got XRP Moon Baby. We've got Poker Mope XRP. We've got Terra Mesa in the house, of course, Steve Lee and Jimmy Thing coming in last minute. Yeah, you guys know the deal. It's that time of the week where we're going to run through the news that's been happening on both the Songbird network and the Flare network and bring everyone up to speed. Of course, if you do enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a like. It would be very much appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump straight in. So, of course, we're starting in usual fashion here on the Flare Monitor tool and observing the data providers that are providing data to the Flare network. So topping the charts this week is ACDT FTSO. In second place, we have EDPT FTSO. In third place, Price Kraken. Fourth place, Flare Beacon. And fifth place, Light FTSO. These guys seem to be dominating at the top quite often. So yeah, congratulations to them for the, I guess, the consistency with their algorithm. Moving on to NFTs here, we've got the Ice Queen here, we'll talk about that in a second. Also the Flare Rocks, we'll talk about them in a second as well. But 7 days, the best-selling collection of this week is Blockbone Traits. In second place, Flare Rock. Third place is Blockbones NFTs. In fourth place, it's the Focus Pass. And fifth place, still going pretty strong, the Way to F assets, sorry. Moving on to True Gems here. Seems like volume is dipping down a little bit. Way to F assets taking the top of the charts with 150, a very respectable 150,000 FLR. Focus Pass, 35,000 FLR for the week. Flare Rock, 30,000 for the week. Dan Rocky, 5,000. And this is Dicey's bespoke NFTs for 2,000. Yeah, I'm a bit intrigued about this because sometimes I'm not sure if anyone else has this problem, but I'm not able to, I guess, find certain collections. I'm able to see them here, but clicking them, it doesn't really work. Maybe I'll get to the team about that. Seems like the search bar doesn't work, but still, an upcoming marketplace, and I think they're doing, well, they have this Genesis Pass, which again is going to share some of their FLR revenue from the royalties to the holders, so stay tuned for that. The FTSO is an upgrade of the Flare Time Series Oracle, including more regular updates, better performance, and a wide range of data feeds and high-frequency updates. So this is their little video that they created, the Flare team, and I quite like it. Short and sweet, less than 30 seconds, and these are the kind of videos that I think can really get the word out there. FTSO V2 went live on Flare this week, and yeah, very much a welcomed change. If you have a look here, why do fast feed matters? Because half a minute differences can mean a lot, and half a minute interval between various price feeds. Look, as you can see here, we'll have a look at this chart in a second, but yeah, especially with DeFi applications where you could potentially get liquidated. We'll talk about that in a second, but yeah, it really can be quite a big difference here. As you can see, I think these black dots here, if you can see that, are every 90 seconds, but then you have the quick updates where they're much regular, and it sort of smoothens everything out, and especially during periods of high volatility, you want the price to be as accurate as possible, and that's what the second version of the Flare Time Series Oracle enables us to do. So very much welcomed, like I said. But yes, there are various rewards here, actually. Maybe reshuffled my tabs a little bit, but as many of you know, we get flare drops each and every month, FTSO delegation rewards twice a week, and FLR staking rewards every 2 weeks. There's a lot here to get from this network, and you also get the emissions tab, and then, of course, all of the decentralized applications that are running on top of the Flare network. Really is an abundance of opportunities here, and if you're in the right place at the right time, well, you can really make the most of them. Yes, some of you may have noticed recently a reduction in delegation rewards, and here's why. So basically, the migration from the FTSO V2 is still in progress, which means that there are 2 instances of the Flare Time Series Oracle, both V1 and V2. Now, the rewards are actually halved between V1 and V2 until finally V2 gets 100% of the rewards. So this is just a transition. So it's not going to be like this forever. But yeah, stay tuned. That's the reason basically behind it. So got some news here from Flarescan. Good morning, builders. They've had a bit of a refresh of their UI as well. I do love a good explorer. If you are ever intrigued about what happens when you make a transaction, and if something went through or not, you can always go to a Flare Explorer like Flarescan and just paste in your address and have a little peek yourself and check out what assets were taken and, you know, if the transaction actually went through and all that good stuff. Yes, talking about leveraging leveraged trades with V2, it's very important to have this high frequency update of prices. So decentralized leverage trading is coming to the Flare network, and that's coming from SparkDEX. And if you're not too familiar with leverage trading, it's a way that you can essentially, I guess, lend funds and lever your position to basically multiply the rewards, but also multiply the losses as well. And if your collateral, I guess you can call it collateral, drops below a certain level, then you will be liquidated. I'd highly recommend people proceed with caution if you are planning to try this out, and I'm hoping that they do have some tools like stop losses available, because that is a way to at least cut your losses short if something drastic was to happen, a black swan event. Again, decentralized leverage trading is coming to the Flare network. Please proceed with caution, but it is a sign that the DeFi space on Flare is evolving. So interesting, but yeah, just have your wits about you if you are participating. Really big news here from Enosys. They just launched the V3 of their decentralized exchange. This is a concentrated liquidity decentralized exchange. You get native liquidity pool incentives, so that would be the fees. You get delegation and FLR drops rewards as standard, and of course optimal swap routing as well. And actually the native LP incentives can also be not just the fees from the transactions, but also incentivized by RFLR or APS, or maybe something else in the future. So definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. There's 72 liquidity pools available, and here's the distribution for APS amongst all of them. So if you are interested in checking out this table, you can find the tweet or the post on X at Enosys_global. I wanted to just put a little word out here, a video that I created for the Patreon family. APYs are great, but they are not everything. A lot of people chase APYs, and it can actually get you burnt, or maybe just make you miss out on a huge opportunity. To simplify the contents of this video, if you are in a stable coin to FLR liquidity pool, and FLR were to go up really fast, then you'd only get half of the rewards for that, because half of the liquidity in that liquidity pool is FLR. The other half is a stable coin, which doesn't necessarily change in value. My adventures, I'd recommend rewinding the video maybe afterwards. We covered this here. Delegation rewards have been reduced, and the reason is because there's 2 instances of the FTSO running at the minute. We're migrating from version 1 until version 2. Go into it a little bit more detail about 30, 40 seconds ago, maybe a minute ago, I don't know. If you do want to join the Flare Community Patreon group, feel free to check the link below. We do have an extra prize coming for the Patreon Legends. That's a specific tier. If you haven't seen this, this is the Flare Community official poker deck cards, and you may have seen me shuffling these about before. This is not me, by the way. Yeah, there is a deck up for grabs for anyone that is in the Patreon Legend tier. And each and every month we do the Flare Community Wheel of Appreciation, as I like to call it. We give away one unrevealed Block Bonez NFT, one trait crate, that's a Block Bonez trait crate, and one lucky claw NFT. These alone are total up to somewhere close to 10,000 FLR. But as I said, this week or this month, the next draw, we do have the poker deck of cards to give away too, and this is courtesy of Flarefather. So big thank you to Flarefather. And yeah, good luck to anyone that is in the Patreon group. There are 69 people of this particular tier, and there's 4 items up for grabs, which gives you about a 6% chance of being picked. Not too bad. I think if you win any of these, could be close to paying back for the membership itself. Plus you get all of the content as well. Lots of extra videos that I've been putting out recently. So yeah, check the link below if you haven't already. Moving on to the NFT side of things, we got Uppercent here revealing the Access Pass artwork here. Very nice, quite minimalistic, but I do like that. I enjoyed the first Access Pass too. And yeah, they're bringing education to the Flare network, and they have quite an extensive prize package actually. If you are planning to get involved here, where are we? We're a little bit further down maybe. Either way, they've got some big prizes up for grabs. A special offer here for students. It is what it is. Check it out. You know, if you aren't already following them, you can find them at @% and a little underscore at the end over on X. We got this from Pico Pixel Chain Games here. They're getting really close to their official launch. If you didn't already know, they're actually doing a beta test in their Discord right now. Definitely worth checking it out. I haven't had the privilege of playing just yet. I've been super busy with some of my own things, but if you do want to play one of the best looking games, I think, on the Flare network, be sure to check it out. So, yeah, like I said, they are testing over on in their Discord. So I think it's currently on Songbird actually, but yeah, check it out. Block Bonez, yes, we reached a Flare network milestone. The Block Bonez collection is the first and only collection to reach 18 million FLR in secondary sales on Flare. Lots of exciting things going on, and one of them actually is the recent launch of the next, well, it's since passed, but the special trait. This was the Ice Queen. It's very special, not just by name, but also by nature. You get the maximum rarity-based rewards. You get a royalty share of the full collection until 2026, and of course, it's the best-selling collection of all time. And you also get the BNZ auction rebate as well. So the next special trait auction is going to be in BNZ, and everyone that has a special trait gets a little slice of that. 25% of the revenue is actually distributed to people. That Ice Queen special trait sold for 185,000 FLR over on the secondary market, and shortly I will be revealing, after the stream, I will be revealing the next special trait. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you are in the market. And of course, you can find them all so far in the auction page on the Block Bonez website. And we've got AA Best in the house, Zoba as well. Hope you guys are well. This is coming from Bluebird. So we have Jon Snow, who has created a automated royalty distribution contract. And the beautiful thing about this is that he has open sourced it here. So any developers that may be interested in how this works or looking to integrate it or deploy it themselves, you can check out all the code here. Very interesting stuff, and I'm liking the fact that we're seeing more of these NFT projects really start to I guess, share revenue and really think about the community and put the community first. Oh, speaking of NFTs, here's Flare Rocks. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but senseless speculation, is it worth it? This is me just going on a bit of a rant, comparing this collection to meme coins, really. This is like a meme NFT. And it's not so much the collection itself. You know, we can see that this is original artwork because there is a Flare logo on here from the collection that they copied from Ethereum. So they did take the, you know, the incentive to put a Flare logo on top, but these are just pictures. I'm not sure why they're valued so high, but I do have a good guess. In fact, yeah, there's quite a few people here that you may remember from the community that were pumping the meme tokens, right? And, you know, it goes up, they exit, and then they go quiet for a long time. Now, we've seen a little resurgence of these particular people that are, you know, now promoting the meme coins again. Possible that they got back in, and also this collection. So this is the formula that they use. They find an early meme coin or meme NFT, let's say. They accumulate them. They tell their friends to buy and increase the floor. They reference the historical data of their friends increasing the floor. So say, look, it's gone up 10% in the last week, 20% in the last 2 weeks, 30% in the last 3 weeks. You know, what's going to happen the week after? They inform everyone else to buy. They sell at the top, and then they wait till the interest dies down and people capitulate. And then at the end, they reaccumulate and then inform of a resurgence. And then they just basically repeat that process. So yeah, it is what it is. Did we just have a new member by any chance? I'm sure I saw something pop up on the screen. Well, it doesn't actually say anywhere, but I'm sure I saw something. Welcome, if that was you. And apologies that I don't have the name here. It's not coming up on the feed, but very much appreciated. And yeah, this was just a little bit of a rant. I like to focus on support projects that are innovative, building things that have never been done, that reward users and push the boundaries, and highlight the things that make the Flare network so special. But maybe that's me. I know there are a lot of people here that do like to throw their money at anything with expectations of high returns, but it is very much player versus player in the meme world. So just have your wits about you and stay safe. Jack, I did talk about this earlier in the video. Maybe rewind about 10 minutes. The rewards have been cut in half because the rewards for Delegation have been divided between FTSO V1 and FTSO V2. So we've got this here. Staking for governance is now live for FLR holders. Wait, hold up. No, it's definitely not, because this is not the Flare official account. They've just got a Flare logo in their profile, and they've got a Flare picture here, and they're linking to a website that is not the Flare official account. So you just got to have your wits about you here. You can see they've changed some words here to try and make it look like they are the Flare team. They're actually replying under the Flare official account here. So just always be a little bit careful. The Flare official account has a square around it, which means that it's an official organization, and that costs quite a bit to get. I believe it's maybe $10,000 per month to have this, but it is a way to identify the legitimate website. So don't get baited in with websites like this, because yeah, it's dangerous. Always have your wits about you and never share your secret phrase. So that is pretty much the news for this week. If you do want to come and join the Patreon the Discord family, we're going to have a good old chinwag here in the Flare community Discord server. Scroll right down to the bottom here and come to the community chat. We'll probably hang out for about an hour. Everyone is welcome. There's no restrictions on this Discord, and anyone can come up and have a bit of a chinwag. So I hope to see you there. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe, and have yourself a great weekend. And until next time, I'm out.